As a matter of fact, actually, welcome to our channel where English is being respected. The language, the English language. Many say English language is a borrowed language. It has no origin as such. Um, Back then, many years ago, in England, it was French that was being spoken actually. We should say that 45% of English word exist in French and vice versa. It's good to have a bit knowledge of that. Passively or actively speaking, you find that French words are mixed up there with English words. And if you really want to pick up the English language, by and large, it's very important to listen. Some of you might be a bit tense coming from the Anglophone into the Francophone or vice versa, Francophone into the Anglophone domain. It's not that difficult. It's just like a child who's been trying to walk when still crawling. Might be finding series of falls and rise of periods. The same applies in learning the language and trying to get the language being clear and spoken, trying to sound British. There's some few things that will make you sound British. Um, is by imitating others, listening to others, getting those papers, watching the British movies, or should I say, reading the tabloids, newspapers, and one thing you should realize that the English is not unlike French, where people tend to be so quick. In English language, you have to take your time and pronounce the consonants. The consonants are very important. And you get a good grip of the consonants, you're almost there. And in all this thing, I would emphasize our pronunciation and to be clearly stated. And then we'll be looking at different newspapers, texts, or articles. And the more you build yourself on the vocabulary, the more you can speak, and you won't be frustrated anymore in speaking the language. And so that's how it is. This video has been made to encourage absolute beginners. That means getting from zero to fluency. And this is just a beginning of the whole thing. I tip of the iceberg, actually, shall we say, in England. So you just keep watching, be with us, and try to tune into our channel. Um, when you get there, you'll be encouraged, and you'll be pronouncing the words, imitating or shadowing me as you go along. Okay. I'll be showing you some series of videos, those you would like to get into, and you will learn a lot from it actually. You find one thing that makes English language easy to understand is the speed in which you speak. Don't go too fast. Those coming from the French domain have a problem. They all want to speak all rah 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 because they got what we call a liaison in French language, and the liaison are not commonly used in the English language. It's there, but or occasionally we have a bit of a liaison, but mostly used in the French language. And it will cost a lot of aches and pains when you're dealing with that. So I suggest as we go through all the stuff, grammar and other things, we will see how they're used. And then what is in French, mi-accent. Mi-accent français, c'est voyelle. Mi-accent anglais, c'est consonne. That's the consonants. We emphasize more of the consonants in the English language. We emphasize more of consonants. So as you get on, you find that you pick up everything as we go along. It may seem a bit mundane at this stage, but notice something that means more interesting. It's what we call the simile, and we call metaphors. And the English to use a lot of metaphors. And we'll be using those metaphors. I will explain what metaphors are as we go along, and simile. And we use all verbal phrases or phrasal verbs, all that will be clarified in all our stuff. You will be with me, just shadow me, learn from me, and you'll pick up a lot. Great stuff coming up, okay? A lot of things coming up. So don't be deterred, okay? I'm waiting for you folks getting on board, okay? Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to all this. Thank you. Good night.